Hi, I'm Chris, and welcome to my channel, Synergistic Singing. When you practice, try not to be distracted by all of your mistakes. So when we're first learning a song, we're gonna make a lot of mistakes, and that's just part of it. Especially if you're doing this new song or a challenging song, that is part of learning the song. But it's important that you narrow your focus to certain aspects of that song and allow the other aspects of the song to fall apart to a certain degree. So let's zoom in on a specific example. So I'll call this student Rupert because I like that name. And so Rupert was trying to learn a phrase. He was trying to learn this phrase to a song, and we're working on lasting through that phrase. He would notice that he would run out of air. Now, when he was working on that though, the moment he made a mistake unrelated to lasting through the phrase, let's say he missed a note, or let's say he had a slightly late entrance, or maybe he mispronounced a word slightly, he would get distracted by that. And so what would happen is he would stop every single time, and we didn't really get a lot of focus just on lasting through the phrase. So what we had to do is we had to say, look, whatever mistakes you might make along the way, just focus on this one thing. What are you doing with your air? And we don't care if you miss half the notes. We don't care if you have a late entrance. We don't care if you don't like the sound. It doesn't matter. Focus on just this one thing. And for now, let the other things go. Now, what's so helpful about focusing on one skill and just letting go of other mistakes along the way is that it helps you drill down to figure out what are the most important skills I need to learn to be able to sing this phrase really well. So if he allowed himself to fully focus on lasting through his phrases by using different breathing techniques, then we might have discovered that all of the pitches corrected themselves simply because he had air to get to the end of the phrase. Just like what happened with Rupert in singing the last notes of the phrase, you will find that when you have discovered a main skill that you need for that song or for that phrase, or maybe even just that note, that a lot of other problems that were showing up tend to correct themselves. Here's the takeaway that you can use for your practice. So when you're singing a song, work on one skill and allow yourself to make mistakes along the way. Maybe if you're working on breathing, allow yourself to make rhythm mistakes, allow yourself to make other types of mistakes. Then take a separate round to just focus on those things if you're noticing that they're happening each time that you're singing through. Then see if you can bring the two together. So let's say Rupert's missing his rhythms and not lasting through a phrase. So we'll do a few rounds just lasting through phrases and a few rounds just trying to get the rhythms correct, and then a few rounds of putting it all together. Here's the hidden benefit of this. Rupert then learns something about his vocal habits that he can apply to other songs. So if he begins to sense when he loses or misses notes because he has no air left, versus because he's not sure of the pitches, then now when he's working on a different song, he can notice that and correct all of that much more quickly than if he had never really taken the time to dig a little deeper and find out, what is the main skill that I'm running into that I need to learn to sing this song really well. Give this way of practicing a try and see how it works for you. For more videos like this, make sure to subscribe, and for voice lessons either online or my Austin, Texas studio, go to synergisticsinging.com/schedule a lesson. Thanks for watching.